Hey, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Dr. Mark Supernaut, and you're listening to Above, Down, Inside Out Radio, where God needs no help, just no interference. We're sponsored by Max Living and Family Healing Chiropractic down in South Charlotte. Those of you that haven't had a chance to listen to me or hear me or see me before, if you're listening to the podcast, the radio show for the first time, I just want to let you know that God designed your body to heal itself. In fact, you have this unbelievable inborn innate intelligence inside of every single one of us. It's like that plant in your house. When you turn it away from the sunlight, it wants to turn its leaves back towards the sunlight. That's that inborn intelligence. That's the want, that's the will for that to live. And God put that just as much and strongly inside of our bodies because He loves us. Our bodies were designed to heal itself. And that if you're having any kinds of signs or symptoms or problems within your body, it's your warning signal that something's going wrong. Something's not functioning right. Something's not healing. There's a problem there. And so today's show, we're actually going to dive deep about the digestive system and talk more particularly about that, but it really pertains to any kind of symptom along the way, and I'll get a little bit more to that in a second. If you're listening for the first time, if you've heard us before, if you finally want to make an appointment to come in and get checked up in our office, typically the exam, the x-rays, consultation typically costs a few $100s. From the radio show, if you're actually one of the first 5 callers, the number is 704-540-0055. Again, that number, 704-540-0055. You can either call us or text us the word radio, and we'll actually follow up with you as soon as possible and get you set up for an appointment for that $60 to see if there's something that we can help you with along the way. So to give you a little bit of background about me, I had really bad, severe asthma and allergies growing up. In fact, there was a point when I was 7 years old, my mom rushed me to the hospital. They had to inject me with something. I was having a breathing attack. And I get to the hospital, they inject me, they put oxygen mask on me, they send me home with one of those inhalers, and I'm thankful for it because it would help me to breathe when I had issues. The problem is that all medicines come with side effects, and the massive side effects of this inhaler is it started causing headaches. So at 12 years old, I started having headaches. My mom, being a good mom, takes me back to the doctor. And of course, the solution was just give him Tylenol and aspirin, he'll be fine. So I started taking Tylenol and aspirin. Next thing you know, by the time I'm 17, I started having stomach ulcers from the Tylenol and aspirin. And that stomach ulcers got so bad that my mom took me back to the doctor again. And of course, the solution was to cover that up with another drug. And I had acid reflux medication that then turned into digestive issues after taking those medications. So is this medical merry-go-round? A lot of you guys can relate to this, whether you have digestive issues or whether it's neck pain or back pain, cancer, heart disease, diabetes. I really kind of put all symptoms in the same boat when it comes to the health of the body. See, the reality is that when your body's functioning properly and working properly, there's, of course, no symptoms whatsoever, but you have great energy. But even when your body starts to lose its function, symptoms don't show up until it's really late in the process. It's kind of like the oil light in your car. The oil light in your car doesn't come on when you lose a few ounces of oil. It has to lose a certain amount of oil before the light comes on or before the filter goes bad. By the time that it does that, the dysfunction, it's already been working at a less efficient path than it should be, and now it's deficient, and now you're starting to have symptoms, which is the light. And if you took a piece of black tape and put it over top of the light, or if you ignored it or cut the wire to the light bulb so the light bulb didn't shine on you anymore, you might stop the symptoms of that light shining, but you haven't fixed the real problem. And if you guys realize, that's where I was growing up with asthma, allergies, headaches, stomach ulcers, and digestive problems. I started having all these issues, and every doctor that we went to was another drug, another pill, another surgery, always something to cover it up, but never anything to get to the core root or the cause of the issue. So just like I tell patients that come into my office, I'm like, listen, no matter if you have cancer, heart disease, diabetes, no matter if you have neck pain or back pain or sciatic nerve problems, if you have disc issues, herniations, if you have depression, anxiety, so like you pretty much loop all health issues into this problem, those symptoms are just a sign, a massive sign of dysfunction. That something's been going wrong with your body for a long time. Your symptom is not your problem. And so I went to a chiropractor when I was 21 years old, and he basically said to me, he goes, you've got 3 options. And I tell my patients this still to this day. The 3 options are, number 1, I can ignore it, go home and do nothing about it. But whatever's causing the problem is only going to keep getting worse every single day that it's there. Number two, I can go to a doctor, take a medication, take a drug for these problems. And what's going to happen, even if I find the right drug, which I never can, to cover up all my symptoms, I am still dealing with or still have what caused the problem in the first place. The third option is we can actually find out what's causing it. And when that chiropractor told me that and said, there's something causing these issues, I was a little bit frustrated, but I was also a lot skeptical because I was in my third year of pre-med at University of Iowa. And basically when I went and he took the x-rays, did the exam on me, and we started diving into the function of my nerve system. He said, listen, your brain and your spinal cord control every single function that you have inside your body. And so the brain has to be connected like wires through your spinal cord, through your nerves, to your organs, cells, and tissues. If the nerves or the wires are working perfectly, then the body should function and work efficiently and never have sickness and disease or problems along the way. And I was like, man, I'd never heard this before. He said, basically, if I cut the nerve to your heart's going to do what? It's going to die. If I cut the nerve to your leg, what's going to happen to your leg? It's going to die. He said, we don't see cut nerves. We see pinched or choked nerves, stressed nerves. And when you have stress to a nerve, the longer that it sits there, the more likelihood symptoms are going to show up. But the mistake we make as Americans is cover the symptom up with a drug or pill and never get to the core source of the problem, which he said, if I release the pressure off the nerve system causing your problems, now your body will be able to heal. And I started getting adjusted within about 3 months. And understand, I've had these symptoms for years, 10, 20 years for some of these symptoms that I had. I started getting adjusted, and immediately within the first few weeks, I started noticing changes and differences. But within 3 months, I had come completely off all 4 of my medications. And it's not because he adjusted me for asthma or allergies. He didn't adjust me for digestive issues or acid reflux. He adjusted me so my body could heal itself. And when I started getting adjusted, those things went away and I stopped taking drugs and medications. Haven't taken another drug or medication in 26 years. And I'm thankful for that every single day. But when I go on this radio program and I tell my story, that's the number one common theme I get from patients that come in from the radio show is they're like, listen, the reason why I'm here is because you talked about finding the cause of my problem. And that's what I'm most interested in. And so basically what happens is if you're out there, if you have depression, anxiety, if you have cancer, heart disease, diabetes, if you have neck pain, back pain, sciatic nerve problems, if you have digestive issues, menstrual cycle issues, infertility issues, if you're having these issues, you've got to find out what's blocking my body from healing the way that God designed it, and how do I release that so the body can heal itself. We've said this in chiropractic for years, is that God needs no help, just no interference. He doesn't need our help. He doesn't need more medications. He doesn't need more vaccines. He doesn't need more masks. Doesn't need that. What it says is that he needs no interference. Stop messing up what he already put there that's healthy in your body. Your body wants to heal itself. So if you're out there, if you're having those symptoms, if you want to find out what's really causing those issues, this is a great opportunity. Like I said, it usually costs hundreds of dollars in our office. If you're one of the first 5 callers from the radio show or from the podcast, the number 704-540-0055. You're one of the first 5 callers. Either text or call us. Now, if we're busy, we'll call you back. Leave a message right away. The team will get back to you. Nani or Keisha will get back to you right away, and they'll actually set up an appointment time for you to come in for that $60 to see what we can do to help you out, to see if we can find what's causing your issues. And so text the word radio into that number or call us at 704-540-0055. And so it's fascinating how by just getting adjusted and freeing up my nerve system, my body was actually able to go through this healing process. And so same thing for you is that if you have dysfunction or have functional issues within inside your body, you've got to find out what's causing or what's blocking the healing that's happening inside your body. This recently just happened to this little girl that came to our office. Her whole family's there actually. But this little girl, you look at her, she's so amazing. She lights up a room. This little red hair, smiles like crazy. Just an amazing little girl. What you didn't know about her until you started reading her history is that she had this history of constipation. She's had problems with her digestive system for a long time. And it gets to the point where her tummy hurts on a very regular basis. And so she came in for about a week and a half now. And when we first took her pictures of her spine, we found that there was stress and pressure on her nerve system, not just in her low back where the nerves go directly to the digestive system, but we also found stress and pressure on the nerves that go directly to the top of her spine, which flows everything down, which creates the body chemistry. The chemistry of your body is controlled by the nerve system. And she had major dysfunctions in there already that no doctor had ever determined because all they were trying to do is treat the symptoms. And us adjusting her, taking the pressure off the nerve system, allowing the body to heal the way that God designed her body to heal. She came in on Friday and her dad's just telling her, and he's smiling. He says, "Tell Dr. Mark, tell him about your poops." And she's like, "Oh," she goes, "I pooped twice." I mean, this girl's like 3. Like, she's telling me, like, "I pooped twice." And she goes, "And they were so big. The poops were so big." And she's so happy. She's smiling. But the reality is, at such a young age, for us to remove the dysfunction that was there, that was causing, in her case, you think not that big of a deal, digestive problems. But what does this mean for her when she's 13 or 23 if she doesn't fix what's really causing these issues? And that's what we had an opportunity to do with her, is address what was really causing the issues right now inside of her body, even at an age of 3 years old. So if you're out there, again, maybe it's digestive problems. That's what I'm focusing on in this call. Maybe it's acid reflux. Maybe it's digestive constipation, irritable bowel syndrome. Maybe it's energy thing. Maybe you just don't have energy, and it's probably coming from your detox organs and your digestive system. Maybe your immune system's lower, which also comes to the digestive system. If you're out there, if you're wondering, why is my body not healing? Even if you have neck pain, back pain, digestive problems, my call to action for you is you've got to find out what in the world is causing this issue. And in order to find out what the cause of the issue is, exams, consultation, and x-rays in our office is how we determine if there is a blockage within your nerve system that's not allowing your brain to communicate to your body properly. And so if that's you, this is a great opportunity for you. The first 5 callers get exam, consultation, and the x-rays for $60, 60. That's very simple, very easy. Bring your insurance card if you have questions about that, but it's $60. We'll find out if we can help you out. With that, you just have to call our office, leave a message, or talk to somebody live. Be one of the first 5 callers. You get it for $60. You can even text the word radio if you want to hold your spot. The number is 704-540-0055. Again, that number is 704-540-0055. Last story before we close up today. Another girl comes in, 26 years old. Actually go to my church every Wednesday, and I volunteer and I adjust people. And I've done it for years, done it for almost 13 years now. And what was amazing is that she just knew that she had something bigger going on with her digestive system, something bigger going on with her menstrual cycle issues. No back pain, no neck pain really, but the nerve supply to the menstrual cycle and to the digestive system are the same nerves. And so if you start to realize how the body works and how it functions, my only goal always is to find out, how is your brain communicating to your body and how is your body communicating to the brain? And this girl comes in and she has all these issues. She's like, I've tried everything. I've even adjusted her a few times at the church, and she just needed something more in depth. And we finally had a chance to take x-rays of her, and we found some major stress and pressure in her nerve system at the top of her spine and the bottom of her spine. So the whole time, her brain knew how to make her digestive system work and her menstrual cycle work properly, but the level of dysfunction, the communication was blocked or shut down. And so what we did is we did the x-rays. We started putting on our plan as far as getting adjusted. And really, we're a month into this thing, 2 months into this thing now. And she's just like, I'm going to the bathroom on a regular basis, no issues. And my menstrual cycle is now regular. She goes, it's amazing. After 2 months, I've got my body back. Again, if you're out there, if it's digestive issues, menstrual cycle issues, even neck pain, back pain, if you have symptoms that your body trying to tell you something's going on, something's blocking the healing, you need to find out what in the world is causing it. This is a great opportunity. First 5 callers, $60. That's it. Text the word radio or call and leave a message. The number 704-540-0055. Again, that number 704-540-0055. Again, my name is Dr. Mark Supernal. You're listening to Max Living Radio, above, down, inside out, where God needs no help, just no interference. If you have any questions, if you want to make an appointment, this is a great opportunity for you. Text the word radio or call us 704-540-0055. Have a blessed day, everyone.